Hi, I'm Lou, another episode of My Car Story. We're at the Klairmont Collection, which is a private museum. I'm here with Andrew Vogel, my
Lou,
buddy.
great to see you.
Good to see you. And Andrew, tell us a little bit about the space that we're in.
All right, we're in the Klairmont Kollections, which is a private automobile museum in the city of Chicago. We're about 100,000 square feet and over 300 automobiles on display here. It's a remarkable place. Not so easy to get into, though, because it is private, but we can do corporate groups and charity groups, even a private group of friends you wanted to get together. Give us a call or email us if you'd like. See us at KlairmontKollections.org. That's 2 Ks on there, KlairmontKollections.org. Today, though, Lou's here, and so you get to see some cars anyway, so let's see what we've got today.
So George Barris just recently passed away. Rest in peace, George. So what better car to shoot at the Klairmont Collection than
The Batmobile.
the Batmobile at the Klairmont Collection? So let me grab the camera as I usually do. If you're going to shoot a car, you might as well shoot a Batmobile. And
So here we are. Here is a reproduction of the George Barris Batmobile, but it's done exactly to the specification that he built the first one in 1966. This one is so authentic, and you'll see when we get to the interior too, but you can see the shape of it. It is an exceptionally well-made, all handmade automobile.
The original one was a Ford Futura. This one's a fiberglass one, so we're not trying to confuse anybody, but you will see that it has all the wonderful pieces, just like the Batmobile. So
This one's actually titled as a 1973 Lincoln, which is, of course, what it uses as its underpinnings. But a lot of fiberglass here, to be sure, but a lot of sheet metal, too.
yeah,
It's a great running automobile. It has a huge, the Ford 460, 500 horsepower V8. The whole drivetrain is quite remarkable, and it runs great. Rumor has it we'll even hear that later. So
yeah, that is good stuff. So I'm a huge fan of the 66 Batmobile series and the Batman series, and transparently this car, the 66 Batmobile, was the whole thing that got me interested in the cars themselves, because as a, at the time, 5-year-old, I wasn't into Catwoman just yet, or Batgirl came a few seasons later, so it was strictly on
all about the car, right?
this beauty right here. And it's kind of an interesting time too, because you know, we just got done with the fins and they kind of left, and sure enough, the Batmobile came back with its big bat wings and fins. And just a reminder, here's a poster. And don't forget, it's kind of interesting, the poster's in black and white, but remember, this was in color, and that was a big deal for a little history lesson for people of that time frame. You can kind of get that there, but the Batman movie, which is where the Batcopter came out in '67. We're not gonna do the flame, but there is a flame that shoots out of the back of this one.
Yeah, this one's spot on accurate, as I said, a complete and thorough recreation of George Barris's original 66. And so we have the flame, we have the smoke generator, and the parachutes on the back as well, all real, all authentic, you know, as you'd want, and in working order.
And just for clarity, this is not the car that we're looking at right here. This is the original Futura that was the $4.6 million auction in Barrett-Jackson. But matter of fact, that day I sat with George, have a photograph of George, was out there on that day when that happened. But let's take a look at the interior. Andrew, if you'd be kind enough to open the bat door. Beautiful interior. You can see some of the gauges here, the bat scanner. The gauging down here. Really cool. Yep, some of you are paying attention. This Batmobile has nitrous.
Yeah, that's part of the flame thrower.
And of course, we've got to have the bat phone and the emergency bat turn, our start buttons, etc. Our active antenna.
You can press that. It's on.
There's our antenna shooting up. That's cool. Now let's turn some lights on here. There's our, you know what, Andrew, I'm going to let you
Yeah, I'll hit those for you.
turn those so we can turn on our bat lights there. And of course, our bat signal, which you should have whenever you're driving the Batmobile. All right, let's let's open the hood first. So what's under this Batmobile hood, you've probably asked yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, give it a hoist there.
There we go.
And this Batmobile packs a 460, so we're not kidding around here with nitrous. So we're talking about probably 500 horse. Looks like a single carburation unit there. If it was a 73 Lincoln, that would probably be the bigger engine at the time. Take a look at how the bat hood opens there, like so. You just see Alfred down here working a little bit on the bat engine, naturally. All right, can we start it?
Let's give it a turn.
All right. Notice the bat extinguisher. Put your foot in the clutch, just.
Yeah.
There's two on there. A little exhaust note. Well, that sounds good. Bad tail lights. Let's shut her down. One other thing I want to get before I go. Our detectoscope right there, telling us which direction we go. Of course, the emergency bat turn, etc. Well, Andrew, let's shut the hood.
Fingers clear?
Yep. There it is. Step on over here.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when you don't have anything else to drive, you drive a
You
Batmobile.
take the Batmobile when you have to, right? That's it.
For the bad guys.
Yeah.
Andrew, thanks for being on My Car Story. Thanks for
Always.
another opportunity to do the Klairmont Collection car.
Great to see you, Lou. Always. Thanks.